recording live. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see. Oh, I forgot. Once you go live, you have to keep it like, you have to keep it, the orientation is locked. So I was trying to flip y'all sideways, but that's not gonna work. So we just gonna chill for a minute and wait for some people to get in here. This is actually a live. This is not a premiere. Y'all know I do premieres like for my videos where it'll look like I'm live, but I'm not live. But I'm actually live right now. I'm alive. I'm dead. Hey, y'all. I got some tea. This is kind of going to be like a daily tea with B / Full Moon Sagittarius live. Y'all giving me some energy, some good energy. I feel that. Whew. But yeah, I always say, I be like, every like 3 months, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go live. I just got to be in the mood, to be honest. But good morning. Good morning. Where are you guys from? How are you feeling? Do we have any mutable signs on here? Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces. I'm glowing. You know what that is? That's that black girl sunscreen. If you never used, if you're black, you need to be using some sunscreen, but not just any sunscreen. You need to use black girl sunscreen. They have it on Target and, well, in Target or online, and then they have a website. That's where I get mine from, because it has jojoba oil in it, and it just makes you look nice and shiny and glowing all the time. But yeah, we got the full moon in Sagittarius coming up tomorrow morning, like 7:14 Eastern Standard Time. So if you have mutable signs between the degrees of about 15 to like 25, 27, you definitely can feel the energies strongly and the truths being illuminated over our lives. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're not. I'm pretty sure all y'all are subscribed because you got the notification. But yeah, we just kind of vibing, kicking it, and I'm gonna pull some cards to see what's going on. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the full moon, and y'all could jump in if you have any questions or you just want to say some stuff. But let me see. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Texas. What's up, Texas? Baltimore. Where else we got? NYC. That's my home. I'm not in NYC right now, though. I'm on the south side, North Carolina. So yeah, y'all. Any baths for the full moon? I'm probably not gonna do any rituals. I haven't really been doing rituals like that. But if you want to do a ritual, you can probably make your own salt bath or like baths with herbs and stuff like that, like some lavender. I don't really know because I don't really take baths like that. If I do rituals, it's not like a bath. It's usually like a candle. Like I'll have a white candle. If it's a full moon, sometimes you can use black candles for releasing. And then you have a book, like a sacred book that you write your intentions in. And then you can like write what you want to release. And then it can be very simple. It doesn't have to be all extra. You make up your own rituals, really. And then you can rip up the paper, flush it down the toilet, throw it away, whatever you want to do. Burn it safely. So I did a video for mutable signs on here like 2 weeks ago. If you haven't seen it, definitely check that out. Flowers, lemons, Epsom salt. That's good. See, so y'all know more than me about the spiritual baths. I don't really do that. I do like egg cleanses though. But yeah, so I did a video for mutable signs the other day where I was talking about what was I talking about? I was talking about like what's going to happen and like truths being illuminated. So really this full moon in Sagittarius is all about truth, okay? But not just truth in general, because truth in general is more correlated to Virgo. Virgo is facts. It's the facts, the facts, the facts. Sagittarius is my truth. These are my facts. These are my opinions. And that's why Sag and Virgo are square to each other, because Virgo kind of is separated from their own truth. It's just like, this is what it is. 1 + 1 is 2. Sagittarius is like, well, 1 + 1 could equal 4 if da 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 da. And Virgo is like, but that does not make sense. 1 + 1 is 2. And Sagittarius is like, well, this is my opinion. And are you trying to dismiss my truth? And then we have a problem. So that's why Virgo and Sagittarius kind of butt heads like that. And Gemini and Sag are opposite signs, so they may have some butting heads with that as well. But that is really what we are coming into alignment with today and tomorrow, really this week, with the truths surrounding ourselves. So full moons are a time of releasing. It's letting go. It's bringing truth to light. It's illumination of things that we have harbored, things we need to surrender, things we need to let go of, essentially. So with that being combined with Sagittarius energy, we are letting go of any truths that do not align with us anymore. Any truths that we've kind of just associated and we've clung on to, but it doesn't really have any backing towards it, or we've exaggerated truths about ourselves. So that can be a good thing or that can be a bad thing. Hello. I was kind of missing y'all's questions, if y'all was putting anything. Oh, y'all were kind of talking to each other. You have your 8th house in Sag. So you can look at any of your houses. Full moon's tomorrow morning. But you can look at any of your houses where you have Sagittarius. So for example, I'm Scorpio rising. So I have Sagittarius in my 2nd house of finances, money, self-worth. And so, for example, for me, if I'm looking at like having Sag in the 2nd, there could be some truths I have about my self-worth, or some exaggerated truths I have diminishing my self-worth. So, or truths I have surrounding money and things that are of value that I need to release and let go of. And then you can kind of apply that to all 12 houses. So 1st house, we're just gonna go down the list real quick. 1st house, truths about yourself, your identity that are maybe not proportionate to who you are. 2nd house, truths about your self-worth, money, your values that are not in alignment with you. 3rd house, truths about the way you think, communication that are not in alignment with you. 4th house, your family values, your past, things that are you're not connected to from your past, but you're holding on to that truth. 5th house, truths about how you express yourself, the ways you express yourself, the way you hold back, truths that do not align with you about how you want to express yourself. 6th house, truths about your daily life, your career, your work life, your routines that no longer serve you, that are not in alignment with you. 7th house, truths about your relationships, your partnerships, people that you don't like. You might learn something from those people. Some enemies may show you something about yourself. 8th house, truths surrounding sexuality, intimacy, how you receive resources from other people, and letting go of anything, any limitations that stop you from being vulnerable, or truths that you tell yourself about being vulnerable. 9th house, if you have truths about, that's the Sagittarian house, but like truths about your own philosophies, things that you believe in, things you are forced to believe in, letting go of anything that just limits you and your freedom altogether. And 10th house, truths surrounding your career, your work, your success, your achievements, that you may say, oh, I need to be the most successful person in the world to be valued, be valuable. No, that's not true. You are not. You are more than your successes in this life. So, and then also, like, what is success really? That can mean a lot of different things. It doesn't have to mean just having a lot of money. That doesn't make you successful. And so 11th house, if you have Sag in 11th, the truth surrounding your groups of friends, your friendships, who you associate with, or who you think you should be associated with. And then 12th house, truths surrounding your subconscious mind, things that you've suppressed, things that are ingrained in you that are coming to light. Really, life is really about bringing our subconscious to the conscious. Because y'all, whether you know it or not, we are on autopilot a lot of the time. We are on autopilot. We're not always as conscious as we think. A lot of our instincts, our reactions are so subconscious, we don't even know that they're subconscious. We think you're in control, but really your subconscious mind can be running the show a lot more than you think about the way you decide things, what you do when you get up, what you do when you go to sleep, what you're thinking about, how you live your life. It's been programmed into you. So Sagittarius 12th house is about expanding the consciousness and releasing things that are blocking you from expanding your consciousness in some ways. So that's all 12. Y'all might have to run that back because I went through it really fast because we got other stuff to talk about. So yeah. It's your lunar return. Happy, happy, happy lunar return to you. So how y'all feel about what I just said? It's 122 of yours. Happy to see you all in here. I was going off of rising signs, but if you don't know your rising, you can definitely apply it to your sun sign. So if somebody said Pisces, if you have Pisces, it'll be Sagittarius full moon happening in the 10th house. So releasing limiting beliefs about your career, your work, the type of work you do, and the limitations surrounding that. So yeah. So I went through it already. If y'all missed it, then y'all gonna have to run it back when I get off this live because I'm not going through it again. That's just too much. Houses, there's a house wheel on Google. If you just look up house wheel or houses chart in astrology, you'll be able to see where all 12 houses are, what they represent rather. So then you just look at whatever house you have Sagittarius in, and then you apply it to that house. You read about that house. Because we all have all 12 signs in the houses. It just depends on what house system you're looking at. So if you are looking at a Placidus chart and you're like, oh, I don't have Sagittarius in a house, switch to a whole signs chart, and then you'll be able to see where Sagittarius is. Or you can just count in order from your rising sign. So I'm a Scorpio rising, the next sign is Sagittarius. If you're an Aries rising, you count doom, 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 doom down to the 9th house. That's Sagittarius. If you have, let's say you have Virgo rising, so you would count Virgo to Sagittarius. So you got Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, 4th house. You can do it like that too. So there's multiple ways you can do it, but you have Sagittarius ruling a house. Yes, if you look at your natal chart, usually it does. Yeah, so when I said that's the house of Sag, I mean like each house has a ruling sign depending on the order of the signs. So it changes based on your rising sign, but like follow me because it's a little confusing when I'm explaining, but it's not confusing. So Aries, it goes in order. Aries rules the first house, Taurus rules the second house, da 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 da. That's the natural ruler of those houses. Kind of like you have a zodiac sign, right? And you have a ruling planet, Virgo. Mercury rules Virgo, Venus rules Libra. It's the same thing with houses. Then when you get to your rising sign, that sets up your houses. So it still has the natural ruler. So you have natural ruler, Aries rules first house. But if your rising sign is Scorpio or Leo, then Leo rules your first house. But it doesn't take away from the themes of that house. I tried to explain it the best way I can, y'all. It's not easy. But I hope that made some more sense. So it's kind of like if you have Mercury in a zodiac sign, it doesn't change what Mercury represents. It just, the sign influences Mercury, or Mercury influences the sign that it's in, but it doesn't change the planet altogether. Okay, good. Because sometimes I don't know if I'm not explaining it right. You know, I have a Mercury retrograde. I know I explain things very well. People tell me all the time I explain things well, but I have Mercury retrograde in my chart, so sometimes I don't hear myself when I'm explaining it. I just hope it lands. Okay, so now we're gonna look into, okay, I'm glad that makes sense. Awesome. I'm gonna pull some cards to see. You're welcome. Well, let me drink some tea first, hold on. This is my fall mug. I wish it was fall again. It's too hot here. It's 100 degrees in North Carolina. Do we have some moderators up in here? Who want to moderate for me so I don't have to be like blocking people and stuff? Because people could kind of be weird. I don't think I have any of my mods in here. But if somebody wants to moderate, I would love that. So, okay, I see one. I'm going to get like 3. Okay. So we can kind of see, perfect. Appreciate y'all. I like to have a lot so I can. Oh, okay. Everybody want to moderate. That's cool. I got a few. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, let's see what truths are coming out. Hold on, let me check my phone. See. Okay, never mind. All right. So, what truths are coming out under the Sagittarius full moon about what themes in our lives? Oh, wait, fell on the floor. I don't know what it was. Oh. If you guys want this deck, North Node, I'll be able to, no, it's in my description box. I haven't put my description on there yet, but it'll be in there after the live is over. If you want this deck, you can purchase it through my link. This is an astrology deck. So truths about North Node, Mercury, so communication, our life purpose. And I got to see what fell on the floor. Hold on. Leo is this deck. Leo always popping out in my readings like that. Leo is like, I want to be seen today. I want to be seen and heard and felt. So first things first, we have North Node. So North Node is our destiny, development, growth, becoming, integrity, our journey. So looking at your North Node in your chart, what is your North Node sign and what house is it in? That can tell you a lot about your life purpose. So for example, my North Node is in my 10th house. So that means that I have a life purpose surrounding my career, surrounding my accomplishments, my achievements, levels of success. So wherever you have your North Node in your chart, there's going to be some truths illuminating surrounding what your life purpose is. What is your destiny? And that's cool. That's cool with me. We love that. Mercury, there's going to be some type of communication coming in. Y'all like my hair? I'm feeling it too. I like it a lot. But yeah, we have some communication coming in about some truth. Now, what that communication is in regards to, I'm going to have to clarify with my deck. But we know that we have truth surrounding our life purpose. So if you've been stuck in saying, I have no idea why I'm on this earth, I have no idea what I'm doing, I don't know why I'm here, that feeling is going to be dissolving soon. You have your North Node in Leo. If you have a North Node in Leo, then you definitely have a life purpose of stepping into your star power, your fame, not hiding behind the scenes. And so I think for everyone with this Leo energy coming out, it's kind of like telling us and asking us, where have we been hiding? Where have we been hiding? Whether it's because we've been living by somebody else's truth or because we are suppressing our own truth. That's really what the Sagittarius full moon is asking us. Where are we suppressing our own truth? We're living a lie. You can be living a lie. If you're living by somebody else's truth, that is not your truth, then you're lying to yourself. You know? So the moderators are on it. Thank you so much. This deck is on the way, guys. A lot of people have been really wanting my everything deck back in stock. It's coming. I ordered it, so it should be here very, very soon. Yeah, your North Node is and your South Node will always be opposite. It's never going to be the same sign. It'll never be different signs. It'll always be opposite of each other. Okay, so what else? What other themes are being illuminated? What truths are coming out with North Node? Oh, whoa. Let me start back over. North Node, Mercury, life purpose. What did I say? What the freak did I say? Life purpose. Life purpose. We're finding our life purpose, y'all. We are finding our life purpose. And honestly, I feel like our life purpose with Sagittarius is always to live in our truth. It's always to be who we feel like we need to be. So, something is not worth it and it's time for a change. Because self-sabotage, many of us are lying to ourselves because we are living for other people. And that is a form of self-sabotage. And it is not worth it. You can't say, okay, I want to find my life purpose. Why am I here? And you're doing things that you hate. Generators. You're doing things you don't enjoy. You're doing things that make you miserable. How are you going to find your life purpose like that? Tell me, please. I really want to know. I'm asking. The timing is right. So for many of you making excuses about like, oh, well, I can't because, but. There is something that you can do, even if it's the smallest thing, where you can step inside your purpose. You can step inside living more authentically. You can step inside what is my truth. And that's what I was telling Sagittarius in their reading. I was telling Sagittarius in their reading that many of them don't know their own truths because they weren't allowed to have them growing up. Maybe they were limited, because Sagittarius are strongly opinionated people. And so what happens is when they are forced to suppress that, two things can happen. When they get older, they will be arrogant assholes that overcompensate for that, and they start to project their truth so much because they weren't allowed. They got to make up for lost time. Or they will suppress their natural nature. But your life's purpose is not something that is just so far away from you. It is you. It's what makes up you. It's not necessarily something that you do. It is who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I've found my life purpose, and it's not just tarot. It's not tarot. It's not human design. It's not whatever. It is who I am. And I am somebody that helps people. I am somebody that is of service. That's my nature. The feminine energy of healing and nurturing and caring. That is my life purpose. A life purpose is not your job. It's who you are. It's what you possess. It's your qualities. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing, whether I was doing tarot, whether I'm doing accounting, I'm an astronaut. I'm going to be healing. I'm going to want to provide. I want to give service. I want to help. And that's who I am, and that is what my purpose is. But it's not about the type of job I have. It's just about what I do from here. So when you're trying to find your life purpose, asking yourself, what are things that I like to do, that I naturally possess, that I am? Like you are your life purpose, because without you, there is no purpose. Without people make the purpose, not the other way around. So it's by following your heart, it's by being authentic, it's by living your truth and your desires and not suppressing those. So a fire sign could be significant. You have fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have unfinished business here. What is the unfinished business? I know I'm speaking to somebody. Who am I talking to, y'all? Affair or third party? Well. Well. Okay, so commitment, communication. So Sag, energy, not Sagittarius placements. I mean, if y'all Sagittarius placements, this will definitely apply to you, but Sag energy with the full moon. This is a time where we have some unfinished business that can be coming back around with this full moon. About a third party. Something that we left off with. Somebody that comes back around. Some truths that are illuminated about an ex, a situation that you did not know about. Could be with the fire sign. An affair. A third party. Third party doesn't always mean romantic. It can mean that something or somebody that interferes with another connection you have. So this can be like family interfering with your relationship, relationship interfering with friendships, stuff like that. And then topics and communication surrounding commitment. That what are we conversation is coming up. The what are we conversation needs to be had. Okay, so what are we doing? Are we friends? Are we cool? Are we not? Or what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's coming. And we need to take care of that. We need to close up the chapters. We need to close the door. Gemini and Sagittarius can struggle with leaving too many doors open or not gaining enough clarity about a certain situation, and they just like leave it alone. No, sometimes you need to dig in the truth, dig a little deeper. and figure out what's going on. So there's some unfinished business that's coming back around to be handled, to be communicated, or somebody seeking truth from you, or you may be asking for some truth from somebody else about a commitment or about where you stand with another individual. We need to know these things, guys. Anything that we are involved in, we have a right to know how it pertains to us, how it involves us. We need to know the truth. We need to know what's going on. So, now, lastly, Gemini dealing with a Sag. That is just fun. I know that's just a good old time, ain't it? Gemini and Sag are very, very, they are very alike in some ways. Sagittarius has a listening problem, though. Sometimes where Gemini may struggle with forming strong opinions. So it's like opposites attract. They can teach each other things. Sagittarius teach Gemini to speak. Gemini teach Sagittarius to listen. The student and the teacher relationship. OMG, live? Yes, we are live. We are live. And I'm going to go live again to talk about human design and relationships. Not today, but soon. Soon. I will probably make an announcement when I'm going to do that. Okay, what's the advice for full moon energies? What's going on? Ace of Wands, love that. Okay, what is the energy for full moon Sagittarius energies? Okay. Let me clarify one card. Why is the Magician card here in reverse? Okay. I got a lot of cards that came out, y'all. Sorry. Sorry, let me see y'all's comments real quick. You just started learning about human design, found out you're a projector. Yes, I have a video on projectors. I have a full playlist of every type now on my channel. But, okay. So speaking of human design, this energy right here, this Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands, reminds me of generator and manifesting generator. Because there's going to be some type of inspiration or passion or something to respond to, a drive for you. And you want to stand your ground with that. You don't want the opportunity to let you pass you by, because with generator energy is like, when you get something to respond to, especially if you've been in a place where you're not getting much for a while, you don't really have anything that's exciting you. When you get that, you don't want to let the excitement just pass all the way through. Especially if you have sacral authority, you want to jump on that. If you feel so good about it, take advantage of the opportunity and step towards it, okay? When you get inspiration, for anybody, when you get inspired, when you get this drive of passion, do not just watch it pass you by. Explore it. Get intrigued by it. Pursue it. See what it is. You don't have to like make a full-blown commitment to it on the spot, but at least say, there's a reason why I'm feeling this way. There's a reason why this hobby is exciting me. This idea is exciting me. There's more to be explored with that. And you don't want to let all the doubts creep in. Magician card reverse. Nine of Swords reverse. This is about channeling your subconscious mind. Where do you have subconscious blockages that stop you from pursuing things that excite you? Because that excitement kicks in, and then the doubt starts to kick in, and then you're like, in this place, Two of Swords. You're like, well, now I don't know what to do. But sometimes You just got to do it. And that's, yeah, that is for MG and generator, but that's for everybody who it applies to, but it's like a little bit specific to generator and MG. Yeah, so sacral authority, you can't be letting things pass you by like that. Sacral authority just procrastinates too much. They procrastinate too much and they will let the excitement pass. You don't have consistent access to feeling your feelings, like they're all mixed up with other people's feelings, so you have to just go with the excitement in the moment. I'm trying to see what else is here. We have this 10 of Swords. I'm gonna clarify that being the last one, but I think that's in regards to putting an end to things that are not fulfilling and exciting to us, and not worrying about the scarcity mindset of what there is to lose, but more so about what there is to gain. Tower at the bottom. The moon card at the top. Full moon. Full moon of Sag. So we're putting an end to this. 10 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. And we have to have a mindset shift where we are not so focused on what I'm losing by choosing the path that is less logical, that is more intuitive, that's more emotionally driven. Because there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear with, like, I'm going to lose things. Like, for example, I use myself as an example a lot. So with me, I was worried when I went from tarot transition to human design. I really was thinking, like, in an exaggerated way, that I was going to lose all my followers. And that seemed very extreme. But that's what I thought, because I'm like, okay, y'all know me as Tarot by Bronx. So if I start doing something else, like, am I going to lose everybody? Like, that's a scarcity mindset. Instead of me focusing on who is actually interested in human design, who I'm going to attract, I was thinking about everybody that I was going to lose. So if you look at it from your own life's perspective and say, am I looking at this from the glass half empty or half full? About who I can attract towards me by following my passions, following my life purpose, doing what I love, versus who am I going to lose, or what am I going to lose by letting go of this job, these things that are not really driving me. Like, there'll be a temporary maybe shift or delay, or maybe like a short-term decrease of money or things, but you'll always gain more than what you lost, especially if you have generator energy, because your abundance doesn't come from what you do necessarily. It comes from what makes you excited to do that. So this is what I'm excited to do, and that is where I will gain success. Then that's speaking to you then. If you heard the glass half full analogy 2 days in a row, that's speaking to you. So yeah, guys, we need to look at where we're looking at things from a black or white mentality, because it's not just black or white, and see where we've adopted these truths that are not ours, or used to be ours that are no longer ours, or where we need to explore new ideas. Well, I'm glad y'all are here. So that was pretty much the messages for today. Y'all can definitely let me know how it resonates. Y'all want to have any last words before we get off of here? I'm going to go live again, like I said, for the human design. So follow me on Instagram at Tarot by Bronx, or Twitter to know when I'm going live again. And if you're subscribed, you have my notifications on here. You'll also get notified when I'm going live. Because, yeah. But I'm happy y'all came with the energy today. Y'all came with the interaction. It's always good. But go ahead and run this back once I end it, so you can have it in your brain. Y'all know what to do. But yeah, y'all have a great week. Thank you for subscribing so the channel can thrive. Y'all have a beautiful day, beautiful night. I'm letting all y'all's comments roll before I hang up. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I just woke up feeling like, you know what, I'm gonna go live today. I'm gonna go live. Who called me Nelly? Everybody calls me Nelly. I don't see it when I'm not looking at him, but when we have our pictures side by side, I do see it. I can see it. So he's attractive, so I'm not complaining. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna hang up so y'all can start it over. Are they asking me where I'm from? Or just asking me? Hey, I'm about to get off. But hey. LOL. Maybe I'll be Nelly for Halloween. I was a Leah this past year. All right, I read all y'all's comments. And also follow me on TikTok, y'all. I be doing stuff on there. People call me Sierra too. I don't see that at all. I don't see it. I don't hear it. People say I sound like Sierra. I don't even know what Sierra sounds like, honestly, outside of singing or rapping. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later, okay? I am at Tarot by Bronx.